Berserk is a horror action fantasy series placed within a medieval setting, involving various groups of mercenaries who attempt to claim certain land, but the lead focuses on a mercenary group known as the Band of Hawks, starting off with the protagonist Guts, who was my most favorite character out of the group, for having a brash yet composed personality, as well as given an interesting past, having grown up fighting on the battlefield even during his childhood years, helping to bring in a lot of the intense violence, and his interaction with the members of the Hawk. Though I also consider this to be a flaw, as I felt Guts had been given more screen time when compared to the others. My least favorite group member would have to have been Corcus, since he would always remain troubled. Halfway into the series and onward, I thought Kazka made for a nice addition, who also had a well-written backstory, but prior to then I did not enjoy her as much, how she would turn almost every situation into a predicament. Griffith was interesting as the Hawks leader, except I had to question some of his motives. But despite all this, I can say that I found nothing wrong with Judo, Ricket, Pippin, and some of the other supporting characters and villains. There were slight mishaps with the English dub, but either voice format works fine and generally there was some great voice acting. The animation was good, though the artwork was in need of minor improvement in earlier episodes, which the characters have some of the most authentic looking facial designs, but from a distance the same could not exactly be said. The music was fitting for the series with its medieval perception, though on the contrary the opening was not, and led me to the belief that this anime would also have been comprised of comedy. In all honesty, I believe the insert in episode preview theme High Forces would have been more appropriate. Lastly, I saw no purpose in the opening prologue, which I could tolerate its debut in the second and third episodes. However, there were no revisions made and the same dialogue was used every time in the other episodes. So overall, Berserk gets a favorable approval rating. On the positive side, you have satisfying action and villainous characters, a well-paced soundtrack and great voice acting, and the animation. While on the negative side, you have the opening and same recycled prologue, the protagonist given more focus, and certain characters being unlikable, as well as the artwork. There may be distinct flaws that stand out to the viewer, but regardless, everyone will end up enjoying the series.